the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. A little juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL, and he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Out of the gun, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Lions first down.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running left, Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Shifts by him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
His 2nd year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched, took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. 2nd year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Off the play fake, Young. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Carolina Panther.
2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On play action, Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Barnes yards. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Young. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On fourth down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Goff now looks to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Lions.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's gone. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Detroit.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DJ Waddle got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just hitting.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Here's 3rd and 10. Here is Young. To the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 63 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Panthers nothing.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
They go play action. Young to the right side and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 28.
He was brought down at the
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Lions.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Panthers nothing.
A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The open man here, Renfro.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Young to throw it.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now here's Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Again, it's Young. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Young from the shotgun. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air once more, Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
10 yards.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime
All
is
right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tackle for a loss goes to Kirby Joseph, making a great play.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Young to throw it. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
39 yards there, a big one.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw, Young. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Young takes it on the sneak. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Dowdle looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Goff. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Shedding the tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brought down by DJ Wanham.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. To throw is Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Bates' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
For a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the
interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. To throw, Young.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Final minute now of the third quarter.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Panther. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Young will set to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. That one complete to again.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Young.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This is caught.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Hubbard is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ted McMillan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
He's got right on the short throw.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Goff now looks to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. There's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Young to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Got a man. That's Leggett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll throw again. Young. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Young now.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. From the shotgun, it's Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Lions.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Goff going to throw it. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So it's a win here for the Lions, and the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.